So the title of this video is We Are Islands in the Ocean of God. And I say this based on a sort of psychedelic experience I had. I was actually really stoned. I don't know when this was, 15 years ago or something. I don't smoke anymore, but I'm pretty much pro marijuana. I don't smoke anymore because it's too intense for me. I just take one hit and it just takes me off into realms and experiences that are a little too much. So, but I've definitely had some powerful smoking experiences that illuminated a lot for me. So, what is an island? An island is not a hunk of dirt that's floating on top of the sea. There's the expression "no man is an island" because an island appears to be separate from the surface. If you're going along in a boat, you see this thing sticking up out of the water. It looks like its own separate little hunk of land. But this is not actually the case. An island is connected to the earth. It's just a little part of the earth that's sticking up out of the ocean. And that is what we are. That's kind of the realization that I came to in the course of this one trip, is that we appear to be these separate beings, and it can especially appear that way based on just our physical bodies, but we are not just our physical bodies. We are consciousness, and our consciousness is connected to all that is, to the divine source. And so we are simply extensions of God, of the divine energy, whatever you choose to call it, that are simply sticking up out of the surface of whatever you want to call the analogy to go along with the ocean. So the subconscious would be what is below the surface, and the avenue to the divine is by going down into our own subconscious, and that is where we find a connection to all that is. Our consciousness is simply an extension of the divine force of God, and it is also the doorway back to source. So that is a realization that I came to, and I think that one of the missions on the spiritual path is to become more conscious of the subconscious, to journey down into the subconscious, our own subconscious mind and emotions, and become more aware of them, bring them more into our conscious mind, so that our conscious experience of life, that which we are working with as we go through our daily life and make our choices and relate with people and view the world around us, bring that subconscious part of ourselves more into the consciousness, so that we are working with more of ourselves on a conscious level, so that we aren't going about life so much reacting to things that we're not even aware of. So much of our consciousness of our selves is buried deep within the subconscious because of difficult traumatic experiences, especially in childhood, but going back beyond that, into past lives, experiences that we never fully integrated, never completely dealt with, and which are now driving our choices, and to a great extent our fears that we are running away from without realizing it, without noticing that they're there. The destruction of the earth has a lot to do with fears that the earth reflects back to us, and we're trying to destroy these fears, basically. The earth represents the feminine, the goddess energy. The goddess energy is associated with feeling. The desire to not feel fear leads to the desire to suppress the feminine and emotion in general, and there you go, you have the destruction of the earth going on. The very important aspect of the spiritual path then is that of going down into our subconscious, becoming more aware of it, shining light, our own light of our mind, onto the subconscious, and in the process becoming more conscious, and being aware of the fact that we are not separate. We are islands, and that means that we are connected, and we are not simply an individual unit roaming around the earth, but we are simply part of the divine flow of the universe. So thanks for watching. Namaste.